Come on. Ahoy, crypto pirates. Thank you guys for joining us today with Discourse Syndicate's Wake Up Hex, because who doesn't like Wake Up Hex? Glad to see we've got a bunch of people already piling in. I've even got one of our newest cutthroats joining us at this moment. Henry, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well, man. Doing well. Did you by any chance get an opportunity to rewatch last night's episode with Crypto Blood?
Yeah, I did. It was really good, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Had some good questions, but they were answered really well.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, what's really nice is that we're no longer the black sheep that we once were in the crypto community. Now there's people building bridges. And I've always tried to play that ambassador. A lot of people, let's be honest, on Twitter, us Hexicans are known for being ruthless. When you attack one bean, you get the whole burrito. So it's kind of nice at this point in time to start to build those bridges and invite people that haven't been in the camp yet. Show them, hey, look, we're really not that bad. We're friendly over here. Come on in anytime. We'd love to have you.
I think that's a good point.
Better.
I think that's a good point to anyone listening. We're probably past that stage now of kind of making smart comments and stuff, and actually trying to just encourage people actually into the community rather than, I think, like putting people's backs up a bit. I still see it from time to time on Twitter.
Yeah. It's there's a time to. I'm not saying get bullied. If you're getting pushed around on Twitter, fight back, man. So this is a rule in my family. In my house, my kids know this. The two rules we have when it comes to being pushed around is we don't get bullied and we don't let other people get bullied. So we stand up for those who are getting bullied, and we're the first to punch the bully in the mouth. Because it's funny, when you punch the bully in the mouth, they stop picking on you. They go look for an easier target. So I'm not against someone, when you're throwing logic in their face and you're throwing them the proof, and it shuts them up. Hopefully later on we can mend that bridge and they can see our way and come back to us. But I'll tell you what, it's if you have to stand up for yourself, do it. I'm a big believer in being able to protect yourself. Hey Peter, sorry to change the subject real quick, but I like the new name, man. That is great. It fits you well. You even got a gray shirt on. What do you know?
It's fitting the theme. So what are you talking about? Bullying? Who gets bullied?
Well,
we're bullying me.
I just like punch people in the mouth. That's all. No, I was just talking about how, there was a time when we had to defend ourselves left and right as Hexicans. And now the camp is expanding. The tent's getting bigger. We're starting to have people kind of see, oh, this isn't a scam. Look, big payday's come and gone, and the OA hasn't dumped, and the price keeps fixing itself. People keep buying into it. There's still a demand for this coin, and it does what it says it's going to do. It's had 100% uptime. It's not the scam that so many people were weary of. And so now they're starting to reach out to us, and we've got some members in our community, Crypto King being one, that's just reaching out to people like crazy and doing such a great job of bringing people into the camp, and at least giving us an opportunity to speak with them here on this show and some of the other shows. And I think it's nice that we start mending those bridges. We start building those bridges and allowing people, okay, we were picked on, we were the black sheep, you guys doubted us. Now there's nothing to doubt anymore. So come on over, let's talk about this.
Was he behind the interview?
He was. It was
with Crypto Blood, yeah?
It was directly because of Crypto King
nice.
that Crypto Blood came on last night. So
nice. I listened to it. It was fine. It was okay.
I think it was great. I think there was a lot of common ground there. We believe in a lot of the same things. So as far as what crypto is meant for, and he believes in getting out of the current fiat system, like many of us do. You guys, I don't want to keep these guys too much longer back here before they disappear, but we got some original cutthroats in the house right here. These guys predate even me on the show. What's up, gentlemen?
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Glad to be
I
here.
think KNTX is absolutely right. As far as we got to deal with the bullies, right? So it's not so much that we were running around attacking people. It's the fact that we had all these people coming out swinging, and by God, if you're going to come out swinging at us, we're going to pop you one.
Yeah.
And that's what it's been. And and I'm still getting some of those people that are coming out and swinging. I'm like, whoa, here, this is too much fun.
They're starting to lose a lot of their punch behind the weight behind their swings. That's for sure. And man, I agree. I agree 100%. KNTX, man. That last night was fantastic. I remember Crypto Blood. I remember that cat when he was talking about his past in mining. I can remember some of his videos and some of his talks like way back when I was mining that I ran across his. I was like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this cat. So like to see him have a level head and come at it with it from a an open mind was awesome. That was, that you can't, you're not going to convince, especially an OG like that. You're not going to get them, even when you see some of the puzzle pieces falling into place in his head. You're never going to get him to be like, "Oh, you're so right. I can't wait to buy this shit," on stream. That's not going to happen. But you did see that he was like, "Yeah, I get it. It was great. It was awesome."
Yeah, I agree. Anywhere
There's
else?
There's so much more to learn because it's so new. Yeah. It has so many moving mechanisms. It's got so many different underlying things in the code that if you're an OG and you've been in it for so long, it's hard to adapt to the new game, and it's to understand what it is because you've been used to how it's been so long, and anything new and innovative is going to first be resisted because it's change. People say, "Oh, I want to change." No, well, we tend to kind of stay, with what we know.
Yeah.
I listened to Crypto Blood, and I think he likes the idea of like passive income in crypto, like DeFi stuff. Mm-hmm. And like he said, he was involved in probably a lot of those pickles and food coins.
We could have saved him so much harm.
I think he liked it, and now there is only Hex.
Well, hey, it's like that dude with the DeFi bubble, and he popped the bubble, and he said, "Look what's left."
Exactly like that guy.
That guy's pretty smart, dude.
That's a pretty smart
Fabio guy. Yeah, that Hex Fabio guy. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, and we'll see a couple waves of that too. Because that first the DeFi summer that happened, was pretty. That was the first top for that cycle, and like when it happened. A lot of the total garbage disappeared, and lost a lot of credibility. Whereas now there is some. I'm not like there are some other projects that are attempting some other goal, things that aren't. I'm not saying are total scams or are attempting to be total scams that lasted through that, and you're going to see a lot of stuff go up in the next run up and then there will be a bigger pop. Bubble pop like that, and then there's going to be problems even with things that people think are very, very ideas. See that next.
Agreed.
The recycling of narratives.
Yes, that's a good way to put that.
It's the recycling of narratives that continues to happen.
That's exactly
that top 5 coins to make you rich crap, and it's the recycling of narratives. It's funny because 4 years later they come out with we're going to do this. It's like, where have I heard this before? 4 years ago? And I said, what?
Just on the exact. Oh yeah, when you can see it, everybody looks for engagement.
While everything else is in development.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you guys-
and the more that those bubbles blow up and come down, the bigger that the more economic mass will absorb. And that's, I mean, it's fantastic. It's working
And
as intended.
Time is on our side, isn't it? The longer we exist, the more people kind of come over to the idea that it's not going away. So like 5 years down the line, we won't have any of this because we'll be established as a coin. It's just because we're new at the moment, and people don't like new things and change. Especially something as innovative as Hex is.
Yeah.
I don't like new
I
things and change, but I like Hex.
Yeah. I mean, I followed people in the space for a long time, so like when, in this has happened previously, whether it was XRP, where you watched lots of people that were super hard nosed against it, eventually traders and the that added it to their basket of coins that they're going to, on. And the same thing happened with Bitcoin Cash, and the same thing happens with anything that people hate dramatically. Eventually, when somebody sees the ability to profit on it, their mind changes. It's funny how that
crypto space follows. Yeah, the crypto space follows. They don't lead. So what they do is when something's around long enough, they want to jump on board because now it's okay. But if we start pulling in the new adoption, and we're building a metropolis. We've got all of these things going on in Hex, where everything else is just they've got one website, they've got a couple people talking about it,
a couple paid influencers.
A couple paid influencers.
Yeah, which we're not paid to do this, guys. Why do you think we opened up super chats and monetized the channel? Because we want to be able to up the production value, but no one's paying us to do this.
The product is so good, it sells itself.
That's right. It's true. It's true.
But I mean, we stopped being the elephant in the room. Now they're looking out their back window and they're going, Jesus, when did they build that?
Yeah. Dude, so many things have been built around this community, and community built, not Richard built, not OA built, but community built. Websites, statistics, Staker app. Fantastic. By the way, stakerapp.info. Just want to throw that out there. Go check it out on your mobile phone. So I think that these guys are going to be blown away. Well, just wait. There's going to be liquidity pools. There's already a front end, ethhex.com for the Uniswap protocol that directly takes you to the Hex pairings. I have a feeling sometime soon. Software is hard, but there's going to be liquidity pools built in with margin trading. So for all of you guys that like to get wrecked, we would love to earn your coins. So you guys go ahead and you just let me know when you put in your shorts so I can throw my long in there. So
yes, tweet about it and everything. That'd be great.
Yeah, and the nice thing is it's not going to be the scam wicks of the APIs built off of other exchanges. It's going to be direct information right off the blockchain. That's what's going to be beautiful. Is it's going to be true DeFi like everything else that's been built with Hex up to date. So
you know what would be cool if you could wrap your BTC and use that as a collateral for your Hex short, and if you get wrecked, then your wrapped BTC would be sold, and more Hex you have to buy the Hex.
Yeah,
so, that would be interesting.
Smart.
No paper Hex. No paper Hex. You got
yeah, you have to fulfill your losses with the purchase of more Hex. Then it's a price go up, and everyone who longed won. So,
unless you get a wrapped steak.
They've already seen for the past year what it's like to short Hex.
Yeah.
They haven't felt the financial pain from it.
Yeah.
They already know what it's like to short Hex.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a losing bet that I'm not going to take. So we have a new joiner to the show, at least for the morning show. I see this gentleman in the comments all the time, and I see him all the time on Twitter. And so, welcome, Kevin. How you doing, sir?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, Kevin? How you doing?
Hi, KNTX.
It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, Fabio.
I love it.
Guess what I got in the mail today?
What'd you get?
His Hex.
Nice.
Wow.
I love it.
Awesome, man.
Mine are on the way.
Yeah,
Shout out
mine
to
are on the
Crypto
way.
Hut. Yeah, yours on the way. Yeah.
I
think
don't want
mine's
to
on the
commit
way.
any heresy, but I like the Ethereum, the blue Ethereum one.
They're all different colors. They all cycle, so you can stop them
Yeah.
on different colors.
That
Yeah.
one, yes.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Crypto Hut.
Sent me some coins as well. Can you see that?
Ooh.
Nice.
Looks nice.
Nice.
That's the
Those are
ETH
cool.
coin. That's the ETH coin.
I see your leverage trading on your computer, bro. I can see the reflection.
No way, man.
I seen some article that there was some stalker in some Asian country that found his star by zooming on her eyes, and I don't know. It was
Really?
some CSI shit. Yes.
Really?
Huh.
Oh, really? Wow.
So if you are reflecting like sensitive data on your
On my
on your
screen,
eyes, or
Oh, can you see my porn in my glasses?
Yeah,
Not in
I'm
yours,
surprised
but-
you have that many windows open at one time, Papa B. That's crazy. How do you
know.
watch all that at one time?
Oh,
Are those
I got a million of
tentacles I
them.
see? Are those tentacles I see, Papa Boner?
Oh man.
Tentacles. You know your Japanese porn, sir.
I know exactly where you are, sir.
So
Oh, yeah.
I just got to throw this out there. I don't know if anyone else has got to see it yet, and maybe it's the music video that Toby's going to be putting out there. But Johnny, I gotta love the whole Anthony Kiedis look that you were pulling for the straight off of Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge look, man. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
That was not me running. That was Anthony running. That
Oh,
was
That was him, and you just put your face on it.
That is a face app.
I was like, that was a dead true representation of what Anthony Kiedis did in that video.
Right? No, it is him running. It is my face. I'm of similar build, not as defined. I'm older, but I am of similar build.
There you go. Well, that's why the body type looked right. So I was like, man, did he paint the tattoos on to look just like Anthony Kiedis? Because I know the guy does some body painting. I've seen the naked ladies running around all body tatted up. So,
Well, no, I'm learning body paint still. My buddies are like way beyond level of painting, like you wouldn't believe. I'm a sculptor, molder, caster, fabricator guy. The body painting is what my friends do, and so I'm still learning that a bit.
yeah.
Getting the lines the way they should be on a curved body is harder than you think. And I know
I
everybody
love that.
laughs. They're like, "Oh my God, look, dude, he's hanging out with all these naked ladies." You know what? When you're painting, you're working on a time frame because
Yeah.
your model's getting tired, and like you don't even realize what you're working on until you step away and you go, "Damn, that's pretty hot," But you don't get that while you're working because you're trying to push through and you're trying to get through the process. So the brain doesn't really work the way you think it does when you're actually doing the painting.
Maybe I'm old or maybe I'm just dead, but that doesn't do it for me anyway. So, I'm not as old as
Y'all,
Papa B yet, though.
I'm having so much fun, but of course, I just got the baby call, so I'm gonna jump off for a little bit. Maybe I
All
can
right,
jump back
buddy.
on in a minute, but it's
Trust
good to hang
me,
out.
I
for
understand the pain.
morning,
Duty
man.
calls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, it's starting to get loud in there. All right, I'll catch you
All
all
right, man.
later.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, man.
That's my night, all night, every night as of right now. At least every couple hours. So,
Kinetics, may I bring up a serious topic for a moment that was also...
I don't believe it's going to be serious coming out of your mouth, to be honest with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. Hold on.
Especially starts
Hear me
bringing
out.
up a serious comment.
Thank you. Okay, so on the stream today, in case none of you caught it, Admiral RG3, as I think we should refer to him, because after all, this is far more than a raiding sloop type of program now. Captain KNTX at the helm over here is running a really tight ship here at the morning show. But I couldn't help but be a little bit offended when RG3 brought up his boomer friend who had tuned in by accident to this stream, and he was completely confused as to why there would be 5 people talking over each other about things that were seemingly random and whatever. Well, to that person I say, it's okay to be confused. Boomers are often confused by these things. We're all part of the same team. It's all about a product called Hex. And maybe at the beginning of every program, we should really, call that out, KNTX, because we want to be really nice to the boomers that are tuning in.
It's a good point. So this is your morning show based on Hex, but we don't always stay there. So like, subscribe, smash the bell notification, let everyone know that you are a Hexican and you're here for the Hex content. And that is not all we will talk about. So we let our guests determine a lot of where we go from here. So that's a good point. This is a Hex related show, and it's because we have found the highest appreciating asset of 2020. And I have a feeling it could possibly do that again in 2021. It has made many, many millionaires in just in 1 year's time. And I think people are starting to warm up to the fact that this is an immutable code, triple audited, twice for mathematics, once for economics, and that it's got 100% uptime, and this is a finished product that works and will continue to work. And there's a lot of people that believe that as well, because the average staking time for this product is 5 years. Show me any other product, or I'm sorry, none of them are finished, so they're not products. But show me any other product. Yep. Show me any other product, period, in crypto. But much more so, show me any projects that people believe so much in the project that they are putting their economic energy and staking it where they can't touch it without a huge penalty for 5 years. Show me anywhere else in this ecosystem where people are willing to give that kind of commitment to any coin.
We'll wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
We're still waiting. Oh,
I'll send
and
you
also,
the link.
while
You
you're
can
at
come on too, and we'll even let you talk, and we'll give you a friendly audience. Even we won't even be combative, but if you want, I'll send you a link, and we'll let you in the stream with us.
And if you have indisputable proof that Hex is a scam, we'd love to hear from you. Because see, we've been looking for the past 12 months, and we've been hearing a whole lot about this stuff, but nobody showed up to prove anything.
I know.
Nothing.
We get scam thrown left and right, and then when we ask, well, prove it. Because let's be honest, those of us here on the stream here are investors. Whether you guys invest is totally up to you. No financial advice. That is your prerogative. Do your research, see if it fits your timeline, your budget, whatever. There's a lot of different variables there. So we're not telling you to get into Hex. We're just telling you we are in Hex. And we've been here. We ourselves have been looking for that scam because we're doing our own research. And us 6 people on this stream right this moment haven't been able to find one place where this is a rug pull, a scam, trying to steal money. It's a finished product, and it's been working exactly as advertised for over a year now. So if you guys have definitive evidence, I'll let you bring it on this show, because I want to know myself, because my economic energy is tied up in Hex. And if there's an opportunity for me to pull out before this thing collapses, if it is a scam, I want evidence. I truly want evidence. I am not shilling this because I'm a paid influencer like so many others on YouTube. So if you have that evidence, you have a place on this show to come present it.
Even
Hex,
people doing the audits could not find anything.
Nope. Yep.
So
Heck, those who have it love it. Those who don't have really creative ideas on what they think it is.
On what they think it is. Yeah. The stuff that comes out that I hear, I'm like, I don't know where you're getting your information, my friend.
Well, and they're convinced they're right because they're comparing it to what they've known so far, right? So if they're comparing it just to what they've experienced and what they've known, it's like, look. You're going to ask a guy who's never jumped out of a plane, parachute jumping lessons? It's like, well, no, man, I've never really jumped out of a plane, but I'm going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just in case we haven't said it enough over and over again, Nothing on the stream is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Not even Senor Johnny Chaos up there, who speaks with such conviction and passion, is not a financial advisor. And this is all for, I wouldn't say entertainment purposes, but I would say a serious thought for you to do your own due diligence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and hopefully you're entertained too. Because are you not entertained? Because that is my favorite line of Gladiator, and how could it not be? So, I do want to throw up this comment here. I thought this was pretty awesome since we've seen all the comments in the past. So, I am a heck cannon out
Where
here
are
for
the booth babes?
Yeah.
I have been talking to Richard about that, by the way. I told him that.
Hey, that's your alley. That's right up your alley with the trade shows.
Here's the thing, okay? Artists got hit real bad when all the gigs got canceled, okay? I am friends with a lot of professional body painters that could use a gig. And if we were to do a convention, we could have a body painting exposition at the convention, putting the two of wonderful things that Richard loves most, his logo and beautiful women together. And let's have a real convention. No, actually, there is a reason behind this. Okay, with body painting for advertisement purposes, there is a reason behind this. One, it gets a lot of people's attention, and they take pictures and they post those pictures. Okay. Two, they get their pictures taken with the model. Three, the artists that have their own following also take pictures of their work and share it on social media. That is actually quite a great exposure when you put a billboard on a human person that becomes shared virally, because it does create that sort of thing. Plus, you know, you're hiring artists to do their thing, and it's entertaining for the event, and it adds more to the event.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea, because you know that at some point in the future, especially with all of the community-made projects and products being put out there and produced, like Staker App and all these websites and potentially margin trading and a lot of these other ecosystems that are going to start getting built around Hex, because Hex is an ERC20, things can be built upon the top of it. There's already a contract out there. I haven't got a look at it, and I haven't had any of my developer buddies look at it yet to see how valid it is, make sure it's not stealing coins, but there's already a second layer staking mechanism that you can trade the stake. So you can actually sell the stake to someone else. I personally don't like the idea. I think it's going to get a lot of people wrecked, and there's an extra fee associated with it. But it does exist in things like that, because people want to start trading on these derivative markets, which I think derivatives just drive down the value of everything in the long run. But with all the different things being built, let's be honest, we're going to have not just Hex Changes online conference, we're going to have real physical conferences in the next few years, and I'm really looking forward to meeting up with all you guys and gals, all three of you.
And for the gals, we'll make sure we get a couple male models to be painted too. You know, we're not going to be selective.
Equal opportunity
For the
employers
ladies,
here.
yeah.
We're equal opportunity here.
Hex community has some good-looking dudes, like with good bodies.
Like Peter the Gray.
Not right now.
That's a meme quote for the week, Peter. You know that, right? Taken right out of context. Peter likes the boys.
So
look at this.
That's
Look at
okay,
this.
man.
Oh,
That's okay.
Look who is here to join us.
Speak of the.
There he is, Admiral.
He don't even read my comments
Rebranded.
when I'm talking in his chat anymore.
What's happening? Ahoy, crypto pirates! How's the cutthroats doing? What's happening?
Better now that
guys?
you're here.
Oh man, what an awesome! Hey, you know what? I just wanted to jump off for a second. I got a meeting with the Bobs here in a couple of minutes, so I just
That'd
wanted
be
to jump in and thank you guys for being the community where we are. You know, I mean, look at what we're doing. You guys said it in the beginning of the stream that it's a community effort. Nobody's doing a shit to do what we're doing. We've got crypto people that have been streaming since the beginning of crypto, starting to become part of our community, starting to accept us. And it's going to be a floodgate. This is going over with, guys. We're going to fix this because the smart one actually see it.
Admiral, you're going down with the ship. It sounds like you're going down with the ship.
You're starting to sound underwater a little bit.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna pull over because I only got a couple minutes. Let me pull over here and I'll wrap it, you guys.
We can see the energy, but audio keeps destroying it.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk. Give me 1 minute.
Don't put us on the spot like that.
When you force people to talk, it looks like this. Everybody's.
Take it away, Kevin.
Kevin,
Hey, how are you doing?
hey, XCOM.
Hey, man. Whoa.
Hold on 1 second here, guys. Cheers, guys. Good to see all of you. Quattro Cinco. Thanks for the super chat, Kong. That guy is a true OG Hexican, man. Love to see him show up. That is awesome. One of my favorite Hexicans and master meme maker.
You just wait in few years when my steaks come out. I will tip you.
I will tip you.
You hear that? You hear that, Hex-Kong? Peter wants to give you his tip.
We need Peter. We need Peter to kind of make a mean face and say, "If you talk smack about Hex, I will break you."
I will break you. Yeah.
I will break your bones.
Your accent is just
I will
perfect.
find you.
No, I can do this. Come on, stake your Hex. Do it now. Go, stake it.
I think your regular accent is better, bro.
He's Marvin Martian. We were thinking more Dragoff, and you went from Dragoff to Marvin Martian. And like,
Yeah.
I'm going to solve the Earth's oil problem. I'm going to blow it up.
Marvin the Martian there for
Marvin the Martian, very well.
That's right. Those are the tunes I grew up with.
Oh yeah, the unedited ones.
Yes. Yeah, back when they were launching. I go back and watch them now. I'm like, dude, those would never fly in today's woke society. No one ever would get away with any of the stuff that they did. No,
Nope.
Pepe
How's
Le
that?
Pew,
Better now?
like straight rapist, man. Like,
Oh, totally.
Roper.
Ah,
No means
I
no
will
means
eat you.
pew.
yeah,
Can you
that's
guys
right.
hear me now? Am I crazed or can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Much better.
So I'm curious, Admiral, do I have permission to kind of give them a breakdown on some of the plans with future merch?
Yeah. You know, we're gonna launch all that here shortly, and like I was saying before, I just wanted to thank everybody for the community just coming through. Like Kong here, I mean, he's my friend. First of all, we've been, you know, for a year we've been chatting and talking, and he's shared part of his life with me, and the same here. You know, I know what he does for a living, and so a lot of you guys are my friends, but the community in a whole has come together and built what we have, because Richard, like you guys said, Richard didn't pay us, Hex didn't pay us, the community built itself, and everybody brought their own unique talents. Like, you know, we built this platform and everybody spun off from it and started building streams and getting the word out, and it gave Johnny a place to launch and get his personality out there, and he's now on Twitter and throwing videos out, but what people like Crypto King are doing, like he's out there in the streams bringing people to it now and bringing guests and getting them to, you know, everybody has their own unique talents, and his is diplomacy out there, and I just want to put a shout out to him, because he really has helped us to crack the dam here a little bit by getting us involved with other crypto communities and spreading our word. Because look, Hex isn't here to hurt or destroy any other cryptos,
Okay.
or any other projects or any other things like that. We're here to bring what we've got to crypto. And I think that's what we need to differentiate, is that we're not at war with all of these folks. We're actually here to show what we got and who we are. And that's what the community has done, and done well. And now it's going to be a floodgate. I mean, we're going to spread out through all the communities one more time. We're all going to go down like dominoes. And as we're diplomatic about it, and we're Hexkins, and we're
love you guys.
Dang
You're
it.
great.
not about the short sale. It's about, you know, the long. So thank you guys for doing what you do. I appreciate all of you.
Well, I appreciate the words and the sentiments, man, and thanks for giving me permission. So what we're gonna plan on doing here, guys, is we got to make sure the quality is up to par. We don't want you guys getting stuck with these cheap ass Gildan t-shirt blanks that everybody else, all the other influencers use. Like we got like custom tailored, custom fabrics being sourced from Southeast Asia, and we're gonna get some real merchandise put together, some quality stuff, and we're gonna start giving giveaways on this show. So we'll give you more details as the time comes. We're putting everything together. We're sending out samples right now so that me, DC, and Admiral can make sure that it's up to our standards. Which I actually I have some other shirts that are already of this quality, so I have a feeling it's the way we're going to go, and we can source them for so much cheaper and better quality product from Southeast Asia than we can from here in America. Like I said, those cheap blanks, t-shirt blanks that so many other companies use for merch, they're junk, and we want you guys to be able to wear this for the long term and be proud to wear it and not have the weird distorted shirts that are all look like Peter's front of his shirt there. All like, yeah.
It's a Slovakian formal shirt. What are you talking about?
That's right.
That is workout shirt. How dare you?
So speaking of these shirts that we're doing, that we're looking at, guys, are actually, it's really funny because I've worked out in these shirts, and they wick away the wetness really well, and they don't hold on to the whole funk BO smell. Like, it washes out and it's a fresh, clean shirt. I've had these for years and they've not had any problems with them. So we want to roll out quality stuff, guys. So we've been taking our time on that, but that's part of our production quality. We'll be giving a lot of stuff away to Hexicans. Trust me on that going forward. And if you guys go on Theta right now, I'm giving away crates and chests and all kinds of giveaways on Theta. So if you guys are in there, give us a wave. That way I can go ahead and start sending you guys some of the stuff we have to offer on that end too, because they give some pretty cool giveaways for us as streamers to give away to you guys.
So I've been giving a little bit of thought about what's happening with the influencers in the crypto space. And it's interesting because it's like they've just walked into a bar and they just realized everybody's wearing a damn Hex jersey. And they've just spent a year of their time making fun of the people wearing a Hex jersey, and they just turn around and everybody in the damn bar is wearing a Hex jersey. It's hilarious, really, because, that's not a smart business model. You don't go around and attack people for no reason, which they have attacked Richard for no reason whatsoever, and then realize everybody's a fan. You're barking up the wrong tree because the people that know him like him, So, you don't go around attacking people thinking that that's going to build your business. It's not. Yep. And they put themselves in a very awkward position because they're going to be forced to backpedal, or they're going to become obsolete because there's more and more, progressively more people finding out about Hex. More people going, why don't they like this guy? What has he done? What has he done that's so wrong that they've attacked him in the way that they have? Where is the evidence? Where's the proof? Where's the victims? Where is all this coming from? This is just opinion. I don't like him. That's what it is. And and everybody can see right through it. And it's just becoming predominantly more and more visible.
Yeah. Damn it. Everybody's wearing a damn Hex jersey. Look at these guys. They're everywhere. Look at the box. Yeah.
It's for real. Open your eyes. Look out your back window. It's for real. We got people running through the Capitol with Hex shirts on, too. It's like, oh, my God. Live national news. Here they come popping through. It's like, what?
There was only one, right? Or
there was only one, yeah. But I this is just it's just bizarre, right? You see this stuff. Well, we had the actor that just randomly was wearing a Hex shirt. We're like, what? Is that for real? Did somebody Photoshop that? No, he was on our show. I mean, people are finding out, whether their attempt to obfuscate and just hide it from plain sight, it doesn't work because we're getting more attention than they are. We're not talking viewer accounts. We're talking actual engagement. We are getting more engagement. Guy on Twitter shows up and goes, Hex sucks. He gets 1 like and 130 people and 130 comments telling him why he's wrong.
Yep.
And he's got 50 followers and 130 people show up to tell him he's wrong.
Yep.
You know, that's what happens. And they're not bots. Look at us.
Yeah. Oh, exactly right.
I think some people do it just to generate traffic on Twitter.
100%.
So
they're generating traffic, but we're also, they're generating traffic, but we're also getting the opportunity on the same note to tell them why they're wrong. And, when they look so wrong, I mean, people got to be seeing that, right?
Well, and so all the campaigns that the Hexicans have put together, a lot of people usually follow through with it, especially on Twitter. And this seems to be the newest one that I've seen popping up as of late, 6 p.m. Friday. The big push is for everyone 6 p.m. Friday, and I don't know if they mean UTC time. That's the thing that I need clarification on because I haven't seen a clarifying time. But I'm assuming right at UTC when it clicks over, everyone in the main Hex channel, there's like 23,000 people in there saying, buy $100 worth of Hex on Friday at UTC time. And I'm not against that, but my point really. Yeah, right. But
on the 14th, I think everybody should buy on the 14th. That's the day, March 14th, because that's going to change things.
Yeah, I think
not financial advice.
Not financial advice. Pop a bullet.
But if you're gonna do it anyway, if you guys are already planning on doing it, maybe we look at March 14th, the day that 1.3 billion coins come out on the market. So I'll come out of stake.
It comes out on the next day, so you would pump the price up. And
Yes, it would.
That would be the way to set the new floor. Yeah. If the guy sells into it, then okay, but then he's out.
But then he's gone. Yeah.
But then he's gone. Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm just speculating. I don't know. I don't have insider information on this, but you look at the other stakes in his wallet, they're long-term stakes. I don't think this is going to get cashed out. Yeah, it's not the behavior.
It's not that guy.
Yeah, Kevin, you heard us, right? Please don't dump on us on that day, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not a whale.
That's what a whale would say.
He's a Poseidon.
I will not dump on you guys that day. I want the price to go up, and until it gets high enough, I ain't selling shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's even worth selling it at this point in time. I just knowing the future gain, the future value of Hex, I would rather use my credit card to super chat someone or use Bitcoin or Ethereum to tip people and hold on to my Hex. That's why I haven't offered to do any Hex giveaways as of late here on the stream, because I'm worried about just how much that's going to be worth here in a little bit.
Look at your shares right now, okay, and then multiply your shares times the share price. That's what it costs at least to replace your shares. And that is a good metric to indicate how undervalued your Hex is, because you've got a replacement cost there, right?
Yep.
No other coin has a replacement cost for their shares because no one else has shares. So it's a little different of a metric. You can't look at it the same way as you look at other cryptos.
Yeah.
And the share price has a life of its own. Share price is up $40.
Yeah.
So right now, in a day, it went up $40 for a share. So if you would have bought, you would have been waiting for the cheaper Hex price. You're not necessarily going to get the cheaper shares. That's not how it works.
Yep.
So it's a new dynamic.
Well, it's funny because RG and I talked about this yesterday, that we were on the phone together and we were talking about how, dude, as more of the coin supply starts to get staked, or a greater percentage of the coin supply starts to get staked, and that share rate goes through the roof, like the cost in US dollars, I don't think it's by accident that the number one chart on go.hex.com is the cost in US dollars for a T share right now. Because as that goes higher and higher and higher, Hex shares are going to become so valuable that people are going to be flooding in, and the supply is going to be locked up, and the demand is going to stay the same, if not go greater at that point, that you're going to see an appreciation in the US dollar value of Hex as well. I mean, all the gamification that they put into this is coming to fruition, and we're watching it in real time as Hexicans right now.
What we do know after March 15th is it will cost more Hex to get a share. It's going to be a big jump. It will cost more Hex to get a share. We don't know where the dollar value is, but that's why I say the 14th would be a good time to do that, because that's going to be your last chance to get a share for the amount of Hex that you'd be able to put in at that time. That's where that logic comes from.
Absolutely.
To be fair, though, there's quite a few big stakes ending on the way up to it as well. So realistically, not financial advice, but
before
any time now is a good time.
Here's something I want to. Here's something I want to put out.
Let me jump in real quick, KNTX. The caveat to that is it's not just that you got to buy Hex on that day. You've got to stake your Hex on that day.
Yeah.
You've got to stake. So for those of you listening that are looking at it, if we were talking about a market change, it's staking, not just buying your Hex, staking your Hex on that day to take advantage of any type of share change that there might be.
Yeah, lock it. So you lock in that price before it does change. If you buy your Hex and you don't stake it, then you don't get to take advantage of that share rate, because it'll be gone the next day. So that's important, RG. That was good.
So I want to throw this out there because it's some thoughts that RG and I were talking yesterday, and I threw this out to him, and I want to throw this out to the community here. You guys be really careful with what's going on with ETH right now. So if anyone remembers back in 2017, the price of Bitcoin ran all the way up to the day the CME futures opened, right? Monday, the Ethereum futures open. So there's a possibility. Now, I don't have empirical proof of this, but I know that the banks and the financial institutions have a lot more economic mass than you and I combined. So you guys need to be really wary that these guys who have been buying for the last year and pumped Ethereum to its new all-time high, you guys got to be really wary that these guys are already 3, 4, in some cases 5x in profit. If you're an institutional investor and you can show a 5x profit within 1 year's time, and you've got futures coming out and you've got a bigger stack than everyone else, so you do put in a huge short and then you sell a huge stack, that exponentially multiplies the loss, the price of Ethereum going down. So I have a feeling that Ethereum is going to have a price correction, and it's going to be because institutional players are taking profits, and they're going to do it on front and backside. On the spot price, they're going to get their 3, 4, 5x, and then they're going to get whatever leverage multiplier they can get on the short side. So you guys be really careful right now with Ethereum being the price that it is. If it fits in your financial budget and you've done your own research and you're willing to talk to your personal financial advisor and CPA about whether this is a good idea to do, right now might be the time to get into cheap Hex at the inflated Ethereum prices, because we might see an Ethereum price correction come through in the next week. Monday, the futures are released, guys. Monday. So let's see what happens next week. But I have a feeling there's going to be a huge correction in Ethereum because people are taking profits. And when your job is to take profits on behalf of your investors, you're going to take profits, guys. Just remember, they have a bigger bag than you do.
And a caveat is that you make money with Hex by holding it, not by selling it. That's what makes it different. You make more money with it by holding it than dumping it. And that's what people in the crypto space are having trouble grasping, because that's not how it's been. It's been just like what KNTX has said. They run the price up, they do their short, they drop the price, and they collect the reward. And they basically, make all this money without really doing it. They just generate money that way. But Hex is not designed that way.
Yep.
All right, fellas, don't fucking sink the ship. And
that's a low bar to set.
I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the F and hangout. And I got to go meet the Bobs, guys. Got to go.
All right.
Catch you later.
Yeah,
We'll see you later, buddy.
All right, Captain. As to what KNTX just said, well, ETH is under 1,600 right now, so I think the sell-off has started. I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, man. We'll
the kicker is we can't tell you where the price is going to go up to till they make their decision that they're going to sell off, right? But when it is sold off, it will be coordinated, and there won't be a damn thing we can do about it. So, again, that's a matter of financial institutions having control. The crypto becoming the new establishment. Let's play the old games of the old world into the new crypto establishment. Let's long and short. Let's generate money. So that's been carried over into the crypto space. And what Hex is trying to do is go back to the original propositions of crypto, as you know, the individuals control their own keys. It's not about trading. It's about holding and saving over time. It's trying to go back to those fundamentals because the space has gotten corrupted. You know, all this begging for institutional players is asking for pain. It's asking for pain. Crypto was designed to get rid of the middlemen.
I know. It's true.
Not to give away your control. It's to keep your control.
Yep.
The money it's in holding like more than everywhere else it's true in crypto because Bitcoin did like 3.5 million X and no trader can beat that. No algorithm, no nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to hold for 10 years.
Yeah.
And Hex is designed to do this.
Yep.
Even in the legacy world, Warren Buffett never sells. Like there is someone I forget the name. Like he wrote a book like never sell, buy everything, never sell. That's the way to value.
Well, the kicker is you can take profits in Hex, but it's not in the same way that the rest of the crypto does. In order to make money in regular crypto, you do have to have an exit. And that's like Crypto Blood was talking about exit strategy or dollar costing out. In Hex, you don't want to be out. You can profit simply from selling the interest, shaving off merely the interest, and never, ever, ever, ever selling what you started with. And you can still profit. So it's a never out scenario, not an exit strategy.
Never out. I like that. Yeah.
Well, you're basically burning down your factory. Okay, if you exit Hex, you are burning down your factory. You are burning down your source of income by selling out everything that you have, right? So it is a different system. You know, you have to almost look at it like your Hex is your investment in your miners. You can't sell those. They're going to be depreciated in value. So you don't sell those. You use those. So your initial purchase is like your factory. You know, why would you sell it? If it's making you money, why would you sell it? It doesn't make sense.
Yep. That's exactly right. I've always been a proponent of keeping the goose that lays the golden eggs, which is your principal, and the golden eggs themselves being the interest that your principal produces, and only scraping and selling that off and then restaking your principal for longer, which is nice for the next 5 to 6 years. If you have shorter stakes, anytime you scrape that interest and restake the principal longer, you're actually going to gain T shares over what you currently had over the last year.
Probably, yes.
No.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
No, you won't.
So hold on,
No,
hold on,
the
Johnny, hold on. I had 100,000 come out in January. I restaked the principal. 15 years out, I 3x'd my T shares at that time period, and that's going to happen for a little while. Maybe I'm wrong on the timeline because the price of the USD for T shares is definitely going up. But I'm just saying, if you have shorter stakes, put them out longer, and for a time, you will get an increase in a bump in your T shares for doing so.
Yeah. Yes, a bump in your T shares from current price.
Yes.
Shares are diminishing and deflationary. Shares are the available shares is constantly going down.
Yes, Agreed.
So
but
if
I'm
you-
getting longer pays better bonus when I'm staking for. If I had a 365-day stake and I got 12 T-shares, and then I do a 15-year stake, and now I've got 47 T-shares, I just gained T-shares by changing my 1-year stake when it's up and staking it longer for 15 years.
yes,
Math fight.
this year, next year changes. At
We'll
the
see.
beginning, we were only getting less than 1 hex per T-share too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is part of that equation. Shares, I'm telling you right now, you will not be able to continue to restake and get more shares than you start out with.
Eventually,
design-
I agree. 100%
By
agreed.
design, the shares are diminishing, and over time, you may not see it right away, but eventually there will be a point. Like, for instance, when some of those bigger stakes come out 5 years from now, forget it, dude. The share rate is so damn far gone. You're going to put your 3 shares and try to put those back in, and you're going to get 1 share for staking for 15 years. That's what's going to happen when those
I
bigger
agree.
ones come out later.
Eventually, that's going to be the case. But for now, if you have short stakes expiring right now, if you throw them 15 years into the future, you will get more T-shares than you had.
Yeah.
Yes, for right now.
For now, I agree. That's the caveat. For now, because that is going to change. That will
Yes, it
change.
is.
Absolutely. As T-shares get more expensive to purchase, and
more rare,
and a lot more rare.
Because
more.
there
And
will be
the
less-
USD price is going up too.
Yes. You would have, if you guys would have listened to me when I was yelling at you, look at the share price and not the hex price, you would have saved $40 on your T-share.
Yeah.
But people are still worried about that 1/10 of a cent on hex, and they're not looking at the damn T-share price.
Agreed.
Which,
I agree
by the
with
way,
that.
is going to be right around over $300 after this stake ends. Easy.
Yeah.
That's like a low. You'll be lucky to get it for $300 after this big stake ends. So
Could be, yeah.
Crazy to
you
think
mark
that.
it down. I just said it. Mark it down. You can yell at me if I'm wrong. I'm telling you right now, that's how this goes.
Yep.
It's just math.
I was going to say that this stream it's a little bit boring when everybody agrees, and I like to see some friction between Johnny and KNTX.
Johnny's the guy to bring it to you. That's why we let the dirty cutthroat on here, man. So he can start yelling at everybody, and we can spice things up a little bit, add a little drama to it.
And wait, wrong direction. This guy here used to sit and observe and soak in all the information. We could not get him to talk if we hit him with a cattle prod. So he's don't think I'm disrespecting KNTX, because he's a smart
I don't think
kid.
so at all.
He observes, and then he takes in that information, he builds it up, and then he comes back at you, right? So, I like that. I enjoy a good round. But
me too.
And I'm not, guys, I'm not always right either. Okay, a smart person knows to admit when they're wrong. I'm not always right. Sometimes I make mistakes too. Sometimes things turn out better than I thought they would. But I do know that that Hex is built when Richard says it's designed to pump. That is the simplified version of it, because trying to explain all the underlying mechanisms in Hex so people can actually understand it is just almost impossible, because it's just so brilliant. And we sound arrogant when we say that kind of thing, but it is what it is. There's nothing has been designed in this particular way before, and we just have to see how it plays out. It's full of surprises for even people who understand what's happening. It's still full of surprises because there are those emergent properties that nobody could expect, because it's completely new.
Yeah, imagine
I love it.
Some 401k fund calling you like, we need help with this crypto. You know a lot. You go there into the office, slap on the table or somewhere. It's designed to pump. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Well, that's about right. It's because you do not need to know how to build an engine to drive a car. We do know that this thing works. And the reason why it works is because of all these mechanisms. And Wales was saying, look, this is a loaded gun, and the bullet's only coming out one way. All right. Yeah, we might have some little dips over over the extent of this thing, but it's directional, right?
Yep.
So it retraces and it keeps on going back up. And why is that? It's because of the design itself. It is literally designed to do that. Yes, it will be down on days, but you're always earning hex.
You
So
mean
you're
buying
never really down.
opportunities?
You're never really down.
Yep.
You're only down when you sell. If the price dips
That's
and you
true.
go, oh my God, I gotta sell it now, you're gonna be pissed because eventually it will go back to where it needs to be. It will find its balance. It will find its home. You just have to be patient. And a lot of people are not patient. We're in a now generation. Let's face it.
Yep. It's true. Words of wisdom right there. You guys can sell high or you can sell low and buy back higher. I'm okay with that. That ratcheting effect makes the rest of us in the ecosystem wealthier. So you guys go ahead and do that, but I don't recommend you do that. I think you should take Johnny's advice on this one and look into what it's done and how it's performing and is it doing what it was designed to do, and then let that be your indicator on what to do making your decisions going forward. Because you're right. Too many people have those weak hands and oh my God, it's been 2 months since we hit an all-time high. Oh my God, the product's dying. The product's dying. And then they sell.
Ask yourself this. Do you have to sell? If your answer is yes, you have to sell, you're over-leveraged. You've got too much in. You should be in a position where you shouldn't have to sell. Miners have to sell. Miners have power bills. Miners have overhead. Okay? The OA doesn't have to sell. Never. They have no bills to pay, no buildings, no nothing, okay? It doesn't change a damn thing. Individuals in hacks, you shouldn't have to sell either. You choose, like a collector. You have purchased something, you need to wait until that price is at that price level that you are comfortable with giving away what you have. You have to identify that price level where you're capable of giving away something at that price. It's like, somebody comes into my store and goes, I'll give you $1 for that. I'll be like, piss off. Okay. That's where you have to be with your hex. That's the kind of mentality that you need. You need to be able to say, look, my hex is more valuable than that. If I go to replace my shares, I'm never going to get these again. With your regular cryptos, once you sell that coin, it's gone, right? You have to wait for that price to drop to get back in. And hex, you do not have to exit. You choose what you're willing to release to the public. You are the bank. You have the product. You choose at what level you're willing to release it to the public. Yep. And if you don't release it, and I don't release it, and KNTX doesn't release it, and nobody's releasing it, guess what happens? The price goes up.
Yep.
You know what happens when you buy? The price goes up. Oh, but I'm going to move the price against myself. Yes. You are, but you know what else you're going to do? You are creating the new value of that product. You're saying, I believe this product is worth this much. And your belief in the product being worth that much is what makes it worth that much.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes.
And I'm not taking profits yet till it's worth that much. And I'm not telling you what that price point is, but until it's worth that much, I'm not taking profits.
Be like Little Bubble. I ain't selling nothing.
One Chevy Suburban.
When it's worth a Chevy Suburban?
Yeah.
When it's worth
one hex is worth a Chevy Suburban.
Do they even drive cars where you're at, Papa Boner? I thought everything was like rail system.
No, we levitate back and forth to the sushi shop.
We levitate.
Damn those Japanese.
Segways are popular there, aren't they?
No.
No.
Where in Japan do you live, Papa?
I live in Tokyo, but I live near the Tokyo Bayside.
Ah, nice.
Is it like densely populated or like?
Oh, of course. We're in a high-rise building on the 14th floor, and there's up and down elevators. We're living on top of people wherever you go in Tokyo, of course. And we need more buildings to put people with a dying population. We really need more of these buildings with more little shoebox apartments about yay big where you can host a whole family of small people It's great. I love it. I love Tokyo.
You got to give me pictures from Takara Toys. I got to see pictures of Takara Toys.
Oh, okay.
I've never been out of the country, man.
You haven't? I recommend first, Johnny, getting a passport. Then you can get out of the country. We'd love to. Hey, any of you Hexicans that want to come and slum it over here in my town, I'd love to show you Tokyo sometime. Except for Kevin, who's already in Asia and probably says, "Oh, this isn't as good as
Papa
Singapore."
Bona, I think you get us in trouble.
You bet. You bet.
You bet.
well, first you'll get my phone call. So, did you arrive safely in the airport? Great. Click.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
don't know if I will visit you, but someday I would like to see Japan.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have a trade. You show us a Slovakia, and we'll show you Tokyo.
Okay, but
he's not.
I think you will need to prepare your liver.
Oh no, we got.
Oh no,
you're gonna be doing some drinking. It sounds like.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Scary.
Don't worry.
Clear alcoholic beverages all the time.
I'm not like. I'm a weird Slovak guy because I don't drink that much, but I know some heavy drinkers, and like it's something you have to do around here.
Oh, okay. So that's the national pastime then. What about making car parts and dealing with petroleum products? Isn't that fun too? That's what you guys are national export, right? Is those two things?
The car parts probably yes, but I don't know about the petroleum.
They keep that secret from you because you're not in the inner sanctum, I guess.
Probably
keeping
that petroleum away from you.
Peter is in the inner sanctum. He's got a new inner sanctum. He's a Hexican.
Right.
That's right. That's right. One of us.
One of us.
He's an oligarch, man. He's an oligarch.
Soon.
Well, guys, I'm going to shut down this stream. This has been a lot of fun, guys. Appreciate you chatting with us today. Hex Kong, thank you, brother, for all your contributions in the super chats, man. We appreciate all you true and OG Hexicans. Johnny, thanks for showing up today. It was awesome to see you. It's good seeing Big K and Admiral show up. Peter, Papa B, and Henry, I appreciate you joining me ever so faithfully. And Kevin, it was great to have you for the first time on the morning show, sir.
Good to meet you.
Here. Yeah.
Well, if anyone else has anything else to say, that's great, but you won't have time to say it because I'm starting the outro.